A bullet of mass m is fired horizontally into a large sphere of mass capital M, radius r, resting on a smooth horizontal table. So here it is our bullet of mass small m, say it is moving with some initial velocity of say v naught. Okay, let's assume that v naught is the initial velocity of the bullet and it's fired horizontally. That means we are assuming that at the instant when this bullet hits this sphere, it was moving horizontally. So the bullet hits the sphere at a height h from the table. So here this height is h. Bullet is moving at a height h above the table and sticks to the sphere when it is basically fired onto it. If the sphere starts rolling without slipping immediately on impact, then the value of h by r is. So we have to find the value of h by r in this case if this system starts pure rolling. Pure rolling, basically rolling without slipping. So here one thing that we need to understand that here the sphere is large. That means when this bullet hits the sphere, we can assume that center of mass of the system is not shifted much from the center of the sphere. Are you getting my point? Because overall mass of the bullet is smaller in comparison to the sphere, so we may assume that for this large sphere that center mass is not shifted much when this bullet sticks to it. So here one thing we can see that if we assume this system as a single system, then in absence of the force of friction, there is no external force acting on this system. So in the horizontal direction, linear momentum will remain conserved. Suppose just after the impact, this whole system starts moving with velocity, say v in this direction, and omega is the angular velocity about its axis. And we know that for pure rolling, v must be equal to r omega. Are you getting my point? So here, on applying the conservation of linear momentum in horizontal direction, P1 is equal to P2. So linear momentum before the collision is mv naught because linear momentum is carried by the bullet only. Sphere was at rest, and after the hit, both starts moving with a common velocity, as we know that this bullet sticks to it, and we are assuming that it's a large sphere and center mass has not shifted much. So this system is having mass m plus small m into v is the velocity. So here we can see that if we use for pure rolling, we know that v must be equal to r omega. So this is the condition for pure rolling. Okay, so we can use that also. So here the equation becomes mv naught equal to m plus small m into r omega. So here this is our equation number 1. Now as we know that since there is no external torque or anything acting about this point in the collision, so we can conserve angular momentum about this point also. As we know that this height is h and r is the radius, so from this particular center of the sphere, height of the bullet is how much? H minus r. So this particle is moving in this direction horizontally. So if we want to find its angular momentum about the center of the sphere, then we know that angular momentum can be calculated by multiplying this linear momentum with the length of the perpendicular drawn from this point. As we know that this bullet was moving in this direction, so length of perpendicular would be this, which is h minus r. So angular momentum of the bullet before the collision about the center of the sphere is m v naught into how much? H minus r. So this is the angular momentum of the bullet, and since sphere is not moving, so its angular momentum is not there before the collision, and after the collision both are moving as a single system. So we can take that about the center, we know that it's a pure rotation. So for pure rotation, we know that angular momentum can be written as I omega. So moment of inertia I is 2 by 5 m capital R square plus, I'm sorry, here it is capital M. So 2 by 5 capital M R square plus small m R square is that we have added for the bullet contribution to the total moment of inertia and into the angular velocity omega. So here we have this another equation. So from this equation 1 we can substitute the value of mv naught here. So let's substitute that. So mv naught, in place of mv naught we can substitute m plus m into capital R into omega in place of mv naught from this equation 1 and multiplied with h minus r, and it is equal to 2 by 5 capital M R square plus small m R square into omega. So here you can see that omega gets cancelled and 1 capital R also gets cancelled. So we are left with capital M plus small m into h minus r within the bracket, and it is equal to, here you can see it is 2 capital M R divided by 5 and plus small m into capital R. So we have to find the value of h by r for this question. So let's cross multiply with the 5. So what we would get, that 5 capital M plus small m into h. I'm separating these two terms, and along with that it is 5 times capital M plus small m into r. I've just multiplied capital M plus small m to these two terms, equal to, it becomes 2 capital M R and plus 5 small m r. Okay, so what we have now is 5 capital M plus small m into h equal to, here you can see that it is minus 5 capital M capital R, and here it is 2 capital M capital R. So we can have 7 capital M times capital R, and from here you can see that it is minus 5 small m R, and here it is 5 small m R. So total it becomes 10. So it is 10 small m R. Okay, so the value of h divided by r becomes how much? It becomes 7 capital M plus 10 small m divided by 5 capital M plus small m. So we can see that here is our answer, this particular option. H by r is 10 small m plus 7 capital M divided by 5 times capital M plus small m. So in this question you can understand that what we have assumed, that being a large sphere, when bullet hits it, we have assumed that center of mass of the sphere is not shifted from this center. That is something that we have assumed, or you can say it's a kind of approximation, because we are taking a sphere to be large. Just consider that if we would not have assumed that, then what will happen? This particular question would become much difficult. Why don't you try that?